Budgets are tight, the right talent is hard to find, and yet the list of things to do keeps growing. How should you prioritize when you don't have unlimited budget, time, or people? Excellent question. So, today I want to walk through a practical framework to help you decide what actually deserves your focus, what can wait, and what might not be worth doing at all. Here's the hard truth: not every initiative is urgent, and not every problem needs solving right now. The key is knowing where your biggest impact areas are and focusing on those first. So, how do you figure that out? Let's break it down. When resources are limited, I use this three-part test to prioritize initiatives. The first is impact versus effort matrix. Start by asking what will move the needle most with the least effort. So, in other words, high impact, low effort, do that now. Low impact, high effort, probably not worth doing right now. Let me give you an example. A company wants to invest in a brand new CRM, but they haven't really standardized how sales and customer service work together. That's a huge investment with a messy process. Let me give you another example. Implementing an enterprise resource planning system or an ERP system. Without proper alignment, a company can invest millions of dollars and years of effort, rolling out years of effort into a complex enterprise resource planning system or an ERP system, believing it will streamline your operations. However, a company can invest millions of dollars and years of effort into rolling out a complex enterprise resource planning system or ERP system, believing that it will streamline operations. However, due to lack of user training, poor alignment with actual business needs, and failure to customize for workflows, you will have employee resistance to adoption. The ERP system will end up underutilized, causing workflow disruptions instead of efficiency gains. The company spends heavily but achieves minimal improvement, making this a high investment with a low impact decision. Instead, clean up your workflows first, because this would be a lower effort but deliver a higher impact. Does that make sense? Okay. The second is revenue, risk, or efficiency. Now, if a project doesn't either one, increase revenue, two, reduce risk, or three, improve efficiency, then why are you doing it? Let me explain this. A manufacturing company wants to automate, let's say, parts of its production, but is struggling with supply chain disruptions. Instead of focusing on automation right now, a better move would be to securing a more reliable supplier first. That reduces risk before investing in new technology. The third is, if we don't do this test, all right, ask yourself, if we don't do this now, what happens? If the answer is nothing really changes, then it's probably not a priority. Now, try not to automatically jump to nothing really changes because you don't want to sit down with your leadership and go through this exercise. I'll make this relatable. Maybe you want to launch a new product, but you don't have enough staff to support your existing customers, right? This may be something you're dealing with right now. If you launch anyway, will customer service suffer? Will your reputation get hit? If yes, then hiring and process improvement come first. And here, I always suggest process improvement before hiring, because you may discover you don't need to hire and you can avoid the vicious hire fire cycle. Okay, now that we've established how to decide, let's talk about a very real issue: pushback in the C suite and above. I know what you're thinking. Sounds great, but my CEO or the board of directors or other leaders in the company have their own priorities. Here's how to handle that conversation: bring data, not opinions. Show the cost of delaying something important versus the benefit of doing something else first. Align with your company's biggest goals. If leadership is focused on profitability, then show them how your priority improves the bottom line. Give them options, not just problems. Instead of saying, we can't do all of this, present a recommendation roadmap. Prioritization isn't just about what's important, it's about what's possible right now with the resources you already have.